Hello. Welcome to edition 6 of my TEMU haul. Guess what arrived in the mail today? I thought I'd do the honors in front of the camera to see what we've got in this package. So this was ordered just before Christmas, but obviously didn't arrive until just today, which is in the first week of January. I'm just going to, oh sorry, I didn't realize part of my hand wasn't there. And then let's just have a look and so I can share some stuff with you. So some of these things are not necessarily craft related. I'm expecting about 21 items in here, and about 2/3 are craft related and others are not. But I'll let you know throughout the video so that you can switch off if you're not interested. So we've got our little marker here so that I can number those items, and you can reference them in the description box below. I've got the little microphone right into my mouth, so I hope it's not too loud, but let's see how we go. Like I said, there'll be about 21 items, and 13 of those will be craft related, and we'll kickstart with that. And then afterwards, if you want to stick around to see what other purchases I've made that are not craft related, then feel free to do so. So we'll kickstart with this clear stamp set, which is called Encouraging Language Clear. This one's $1.94. A lot of times when I can't decide and I'm trying to prioritize which one I want to buy, I usually choose the one with the largest discount. So at $1.94, I think this is something that's unique within my collection. I don't actually have things that have an encouraging statement. A lot of them are very much gravitating towards a particular special occasion. I quite like this where it says, surround yourself with people who make you feel good, or may life grant you, and then you can put serenity or peace. I quite like those mountains in there. I think I could actually do some blending with that. And that one again was $1.94. This is our first item. I'll just put it here. The next one is a another stamp set, which is called Sweet Fruits Soda Drinks Clear Stamp Set. And this one comes with a matching die set. And what attracted me to this was the actual soda can, and I thought that was pretty cool. And I haven't got one of those. I think if you've watched some of my videos before, I always say that I gravitate towards food and drinks with my stamp sets, because I seem to enjoy those things in real life, and I'm surrounded by friends that enjoy the same thing. So I think making a card with those themes would be suitable. So we're just going to number these 2 and 3, and the price for the stamp set is $2.98, and the matching die set is $5.48. So let's see how we go with that one. The next ones are blending brushes, which some are flat angled, if you can see those, and then the other one is just a set of flat brush. And these ones are $3.98. They're really useful for detailed shading of when you're using a stencil and you're just trying to capture a particular design within a group of stencil. So let me grab a stencil to describe what I'm trying to say. So say, for example, for this stencil, I just want to capture and use the stencil imagery here, and I don't necessarily want to accidentally capture the edge of this particular shape here. This is where this will come handy, because you're able to just get into the detail because the bristles are so small, and that's where it becomes helpful, and where my bigger blending brushes or foam pouncers won't really do the trick, unless obviously I cover these things with, pieces of paper. But then if I want to move things around, that becomes very tedious. So these tiny little blending brushes would help with those types of projects. So again, that's $3.98, and we'll label these 4 and 5. I guess it doesn't matter because depending on which one you choose, they're in the same selection mode, and there's a drop down field where you can choose the flat angled or the round one. and they're $3.98 each. The next one is a color palette stamp set. Oh, sorry, I've just moved the camera. And again, I was intending to use this for my journaling in case I wanted to do my level 10 life rating and use different colors. So I thought I could use them in succession. And you can use it for all sorts of other things, but that's what I intended it for. And this one was $2.68. The next one is this universal pen holder, which is like a little contraption that you could use for your Cricut Joy. It's even got the matching color. For some of you who have been following me, you will know that I'm new to Cricut Joy, but I'd like to, I didn't know why, but this one came in at $8.99, so I bought it anyway, and hopefully it'll serve its purpose when it comes to the time. So this one was $8.99, and let's label this number 7. Okay. The next one you're familiar with, I have bought this from another platform, AliExpress. It is the same price, but actually probably not. I'll have to check how much it was in my previous purchase. But this one comes in a set of 10 bags. This was the one that's comparable to another brand that I normally use, and it fits some of the clear stamp sets snugly, and it's a much more reliable and sturdier storage for my stamp sets. So it's $6.98. I thought that's a good deal. And this is like coming in at about 6.5 by 6.5 each. $6.98, and we'll label this one number 8. This one is a bottle with a dispenser, with a push down pump dispenser. I don't know if some of you guys have watched an old video of Gina Kay where she's done some blending using Gamsol, and this is one of those things where the actual liquid, when you press it, actually wells up in here, and you can dip your tool to do some blending. And she was blending with some crayons, which is beautiful. Or you can do it with alcohol as well. And so this one was $2.69, and it stores about 100 ml. I'm sure it'll close properly when I'm not in front of the camera, but it decides to be difficult. Oh, there you go. So I don't know if you can see the marking there. It's 100 ml. And that one was $2.69. It's a little bit misleading if you're not, sorry, that's item number 9. It's a little bit misleading if you were looking at the picture, because within Temu, the picture shows 3 bottles, but of course you think you're expecting 3 bottles, but no, if you read carefully, you're actually only getting the 100 ml bottle, which I still think is a good deal. Anyway, that's item number 9. This is another contraption to complement my Cricut Joy. It is like a little adapter that you can insert there to enable you to use other textures, or other pen tool pens that's not necessarily Cricut proprietary. And that way I could use something like this, which is not a no-name brand, but it comes in different sizes, which just then allows you to use, and because it's split there, it'll allow you to, I'm sure it'll work. Let's have a look if this one works. It will allow you to, well, that's the smallest. I suspect this is the biggest. And it'll stretch. I don't want to ruin my nail, but you'll get the drift. And it'll allow you to use other types of pens. What is that? Pen marker. Okay, so it's got some. It's got a list of the types of Sharpies and permanent markers that you could use with these. That's good. I don't need to guess. Okay. Again, that was the pen adapter for a Cricut machine, and that was $4.98. Let's label that number 10. Here's another one. Again, this is a blocking opener with the blue bottle nozzle caps. I'll show you why I bought this. I had actually purchased a set of, where is it? Here we go. Glue, and it was kind of rusting. And so I feel like, and even this is rusting. So I think this would work. And then that contraption over there, the red one, is supposed to help unclog this metal thing. I haven't tried it, but that seems like the same or a comparable size to what's in there, and that's just clogging it. And this one was $1.67, so if it doesn't work, it's okay, but I feel like I could even use that contraption for picking things. And this was $1.67. This is item number 11. Number 12 is this cute little Band-Aid die cut set. I thought this was gorgeous, just to send to someone with a, get well message. And you can do a small card, and it's got these little die cuts with like a, I don't know if you can see that. There's like a happy face, there's a heart, there's a broken heart, lips to kiss it better. And this one worked out to be $1.09. So $1.09, and that's item number, I think we're up to number 12. You go. Our next item is another stamp and die set. I've got a couple of friends that's kind of probably hovering on the retirement stage, and I'd love to be able to prepare a card for them. Sold separately, of course. So this stamp set was $3.48, and the matching die set is, okay, it goes that way, I think. That's it. It goes. Let's see if we can open this. There you go. That shows it very clearly. So happy retirement, and then this one obviously goes here. So again, $3.48 for the, they're both $3.48. I think that's a good deal. The way I see it, if I paid $3.48, so that means $3.48, let's just say $7 for both. If I can make 7 cards out of that, it paid for itself. That's how I justify my cost. So let's call these number 12. And let's call these number 13. I'll put it back in its space later. That's about it for the crafty items. Actually, the next one is a crafty item, but it's not a paper craft item. So I might just sneak this in for some of you who are into jewelry making. So this little contraption here actually allows you to wear it, and then, let me just see if I could pry this open. And you're supposed to wear this and then insert the jump ring into one of these things to give you stability, so you could, manipulate the actual jump ring and then insert other rings or wire around it. I'll try and capture an image and insert it up here somewhere, but I feel like that still qualifies as a crafty item. Because sometimes you can, insert those little things also in your card or scrapbooking. And that one was $1.79. So let's call this number 14. And that was called a 3-piece copper jump ring findings open/close tool for jewelry making. That's a mouthful, but it'll be linked in the description box below. All right, so let's jump into the non-crafty items. Again, if you're not interested in this, feel free to hop off, but I'd love for you to stick around because you might be interested in some of these. This one is an aluminium metal mouse pad. It's supposed to be like a hard surface one which you can wipe, and I have bought it on someone's recommendation because apparently it's much more expensive in another platform. So this one, by my standards anyway, is still expensive for my liking, but let's see how I go. I've marked it as 15, and That's the first one, and that was $12.59. So the next one is just a food label, because I do like to do meal preps, and then in the fridge I don't want to have to keep opening every container, so I like to just put the date and also what's in it. That just helps manage people opening and closing the fridge so they know what's in it. This one was only $1.76, and they're just food labels for freezer and fridge items. That's item 16. This one was a perfume dispenser, ideal for traveling, especially when you're only traveling with an onboard luggage and you're limited to 100 mils of liquid. This was $1.69. This one was $1.69, and it's called Ultralight Perfume Dispenser Bottle. So that is item number 17. And this one was a silicone nose brush clean. I think, what's it called? Silicone nose brush clean for blackhead. I don't know if it works. I don't even know if I need it, but it was sitting at 89 cents, and I thought, why not? If I could exfoliate with this silicone brush, it feels like it's less harsh on my skin. Not that I get blackheads, I don't know why, but it was just interesting. So we'll see how we go. That's sitting at 89 cents, and that's item number 18. Next one is a clear zipper bag. It says it's pink, but that doesn't look pink to me. That looks a bit more orange. But it's ideal for those, when you're traveling and you want to put all your toiletries, and it needs to be clear so that it passes through TSA inspection. So this one was just $2.15. I don't think that's pink. It's not my camera. It's definitely very orange looking. So let's mark this as number 19. Did I say the price? That's $2.15. And even if I were to go to Daiso, for example, Daiso is getting a little bit pricey these days. I think that's why I decided to go through Temu. That's still cheaper than Daiso at $2.15. And last but not least is eyelash mascara brush wands. And I have been using this lash serum that helps, which is actually, I think it's just castor oil, and it helps strengthen your lashes to keep it stuck to your eyes longer, and therefore allowing it to grow longer. I just loved the detail in the handle, and there's 25 pieces in there, and that was only $1.98. That's going to last me a lifetime, plus even sharing it with other people. So $1.98 for 25 crystal eyelash mascara brushes, or brush wand applicators. Let's name that item number 20 and call it a day, shall we? And that was it. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you found some stuff useful in these collections. I'm going to have to find or choose an item to use here so that I could continue purchasing other stuff. I am also giving away stuff to donations and some young family members that might be interested in scrapbooking, so I haven't been hoarding them, if you're thinking that. Anyway, appreciate your time. Thank you so very much, and I hope you tune in again soon. Hope these sections are keeping you interested, and good luck with your own purchase. And I almost forgot one other item. I did say there were 21 items. These are called one pair of shoe anti-fold, anti-collapse shields, shoe support. And what this is a little contraption that you use on your slippers. I'll just quickly show you. So these are just normal walkabout slippers that I have sitting in front of the door. And every time someone just puts a shoe on top of it and just flattens it, which means I struggle to insert my foot inside. So by putting this little contraption, I actually maintain its shape. And even if people put shoes inside it, it doesn't, sorry, can you see because it's black? It doesn't kind of fold like that, making it difficult to slip your, I mean, the whole purpose of it being slip through is so that it's easy to just insert your foot. But when people put their shoes on top of it or something else on top of it, it's just hard to maneuver your feet. You have to bend over and actually step through. I know, it's very prima donna, but anyway, that was just $1.35, which I thought is going to serve its purpose. For $1.35, I can't really complain too much, and it's going to serve a purpose. That was the 21st item. Thank you, guys. I hope you all have a spectacular 2024, and good luck with your paper crafting or scrapbooking or card making. Tune in again soon. Bye.